Today I'm here to talk about the harsh truth of what actually comes from full-time trading and payouts and working for hours on end. uh, I don't even know where to begin. I just want to say that if you are looking for trading to bring you happiness or to bring you consistency or love or to fill some emptiness that you have in your heart, maybe that girl left you, or maybe you have a bad relationship with your parents, or you just feel needing of love or alone. Trading, making money, getting your payout is not going to work for you. It's not. It didn't work for me. It didn't work for my friends. It didn't work for nobody else that you see on the internet. Okay, if you have an emptiness in your heart, your problem has nothing to do with how much money you have in your bank account. So if you cannot look outside of trading, like if you think these worldly things are going to be able to fill non-worldly desires in your heart, you're not gonna get very far. So I just want to get that out of there first. That if you think that trading is going to fill some empty desire you have in your heart, you got a whole lot to learn, my friend, because let me tell you, it just doesn't. No matter how much money you make, you're still gonna miss her, or you're still gonna wish you had a good relationship with your parents, or you're gonna wish you didn't lose those friends, or you're still gonna, you know what I mean? You're never gonna get over it. You're never just gonna fall flat, I guess. You know what I mean? The other thing, a big thing that I think sucks, right? Like I'm 18. Okay, I'm 18. Profitable trader, payouts, like, all that stuff. Um, you never get used to the fact that once you kind of isolate yourself to trading, which is what it takes, honestly, to be profitable, it takes isolation. Like you seriously got to head down and grind, right? I'm sure you know that if you're watching this video, but you lose everything, like mentally. uh, you will crumble. So if you think day trading is going to make you better because you have some, because you have some void in your head, you mentally, like you just don't, you're missing something. It's not. If anything, it's going to make it way worse. If you're not, zoomed in blinders, if you're not already like more than good in your head, don't even think, like don't even contemplate day trading, because trading futures, like you gotta, like, learning back testing on the charts, and then like people are like, oh well, you just trade from 9:30 to 11, or whatever session you trade. Like I trade New York AM, but like say you trade Asia, right? Or you trade London, or you trade PM, or whatever. Like I trade AM, so it's like people are like, oh, that's super easy. You trade from 9:30 to 11, you're done, you get to do whatever you want in the day. It's like no, because it's way more than that. It is way more than that. I'm on at 8:30 looking for my liquidity pool and for unfilled 15s, unfilled 5s. I'm looking for 4 hours where it retraces. Are we disrespecting? What are we are we disrespecting, bearish? Are we respecting bullish? Where's market trend? What's market trend for the last month? What's market trend for the last week? Like what? Like I'm up early, I'm waking up at 5. I got to get a good start to your day. You got to completely, if you want to be successful in trading, you have to turn your whole mind around. If you are 18, listen to me. If you are 18 and you are in college and you are spending your weeks or your weekends, your weekdays, whatever, and you're going out and you're getting hammered, and then after you get hammered, you're waking up in the morning, you're expecting to be able to roll over half hungover at 9 o'clock, late on the market, get on. You are the exact reason people like me make money. You are our liquidity. You are the people's stop losses that I'm looking to grab before I enter my trade. You think that, you're going to be able to still go out and party and have some crazy, no. Like, no, especially if you're not even profitable, dude, no. And so, like, it's a whole change. So if you think you can bear that, you got a lot coming for you. And those people who are making trades and getting lucky, that are in your college, or in, I don't know, if you're in a frat or in your frat or sorority, whatever, and they're hitting trades and getting payouts, I promise you it is just luck. I promise you it's just luck. I blew my first account because I was up $2,000, and then I get ahead of myself, and then I'm like, oh, I can just roll out of bed. I can do this on my phone in my bed at night, right? Because you're in college, right? My classes aren't until like 12, so it's like I can just lay in bed and get off TikTok, get on Top Step, and I'm gonna trade. Like, dude, you have nothing marked out. And how you expect to even know what you're looking for if you have nothing on your chart? Get out of here. If you're that type of person that's gonna sit here and care, like, oh, Jimmy over here, blah blah blah, Jimmy's over here saying no, 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 no. Like, dude, no, get Jimmy out of here, bro. We don't care about Jimmy. We don't care about Jimmy because you know what we care about? We care about Benjamins. We care about money. We care about where we're going. Where we're going. Where are you looking to go? So like, first off, if you're waking up late, half hungover, partying the night before, talking to bitches on your phone, you know, you're hoping to get a little pussy the night before or whatever, right? You know, you're sitting here day trading. You're like, oh, look, this girl just added me. This girl just texted me. Oh, look at my phone. I'll go look at my phone. It's like, bro, get out of here and lock in. Or this is not for you. Because if your biggest worry right now is talking to bitches, stay where you're at. Stay in college. Stay at your job. How are you gonna keep a relationship with some girl that you're meeting, hanging out with this girl, and you fall in love with this girl, but you're too broke to even afford a relationship. You can't even afford your own dinner on your own plate. You can't even pay off your credit card bills. You're asking your mom for money for gas. Dude, get out of here. Get out of here, bro. So much more than that, and people just don't understand that it takes dedication. People text you, put me on, but they don't know what it's like for you to get there. They don't know what it was like for you to even go through like, you know what I mean? Like the struggle of changing your whole life around just for it. If you're already trading, I'm telling you this right now. If you are already trading and you're in an eval, do not give up. If I had $1 for every time I got a text from my mom or my dad telling me, like, what are you doing, dude? This trading stuff isn't going to work out. You don't know what you're doing. You're an idiot. I just spent my last $60 on freaking day trading evals, dude. After I just blew another eval, my mom's asking why the heck are you spending more money on this Top Step platform? You know, people not believing in me, people laughing at me, telling me it's not going to work. If I had $1 for that, I'd probably have more money in my account than fucking, like, it's going to be so hard. And it's going to eat at you because you're going to have doubt in yourself. You're going to doubt yourself, I promise. And I mean, if you are profitable and you're watching this video, or, you know, you're at that point where it's like, am I profitable? I'm not. You know, you have an 80% win rate on an eval, but you're like, not quite. You haven't even get past your eval yet. Like, you know what I'm talking about because you've been there and you know what I'm talking about. You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to have days where you're going to lose $700, $800, $1,000 on a trade. And you're going to be like, dude, why the fuck am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And you know what? Market opens tomorrow. Wake up and do the same thing tomorrow. And you're going to wake up. You're going to wake up at 5 and you're going to journal how you're feeling. And you're going to go for a run. You're going to go to the gym. Then you're going to come home. And then once you get home, you're going to get on at 8:30 and you're going to pre-market this bitch. You're going to look at everything. You're going to look at your liquidity. You're going to look at your, you know, where you're going to place, what you're looking for. You can go for, you're going to look at liquidity, you're going to look at unfilled fair value gaps, you're going to look at what's been, you know, being respected, disrespected. You're going to look for if you have any SMT to the buy side, to the sell side in previous, and if SMT was actually being respected. You're going to be looking for all of it up until 9:30, and that 9:30 candle is going to hit, and your eyes are going to be on your screen until 11. And then guess what? You might lose again. Okay, and you lose another $500. And now you have $400 in your maximum loss limit now because you're on an eval or you're on a funded account, and you only have $500 left in your maximum loss limit. And you're like, dude, if I lose another trade tomorrow, I'm done. If I lose another trade tomorrow, I can't make any money here. You're like, what if I'm not profitable? What if I'm not able to, you know, actually do this? What if this doesn't work out? And I'm here to tell you that what if you just stuck it through? What if you just kept going? Like, what if you took the doubt in your mind and you just said, like, no? Like, what if I do keep going, right? You just gotta like what if I used to be looking at people who are getting penthouse tours in Miami, and it's like, dude, like now it's like, bro, what? Where did the time go? And it's like, it's because I believed in myself is why it is. It's nobody held my hand and walked me through it. You know, my buddy, my best friend, he was with me the whole time. You know, he was grinding it out with me. You know, my other buddy, he was the one who put me onto trading, and he's grinding it out with me too. So it's like, I've had people alongside of me the whole time, but no one was there to hold my hand and walk me through it. I had to wake myself up in the morning. I have nobody to thank but myself. So if you're one person who's expecting a handout or a grab or a line to leech onto, stop. Stop and run away from trading, because this isn't you. This is not for you. But if you're the type of person where you're gonna fail and you're gonna fail and then you're gonna fail and then you're gonna be like, dude, yes, and then you're gonna fail again. You're gonna fail and you're gonna fail and you're gonna fail. And you're gonna, you know what you're gonna do one more time, you're gonna fail. And then after that one time, you'll be like, dude, this is finally it. And then when it's finally it, you're gonna fail again. And then that one time where you're like, dude, I'm done. And then you're gonna try again and it's gonna work. And you're gonna keep trying and it's gonna work and it's gonna work. And you're gonna see something. You're gonna see something that you didn't see before, and you're gonna keep moving forward. And then boom, boom, payout happens. Okay, now I got a payout. Dude, this is crazy. And you're gonna tell your mom, like, Mom, I got a payout. Mom, I got my first payout. Dad, I got my first payout. Grandma, Grandpa, look, I just got my first payout. And they're gonna still be like, yeah, whatever. But look at how long it took you. You know, it took you 8 months. It took you 6 months. It took you a year, whatever. And you're gonna be like, yeah, but look, I got my payout. And then guess what? The next week, you're gonna get another freaking payout. You're gonna get another payout, and you're gonna buy another eval. And then after that, 2 weeks later, you have 2 accounts now. You have 3 accounts, 4 accounts, 5 accounts. 2 months down the line, you went from making $800 a month off of one payout from your one freaking funded account after you told yourself, I'm done, I'm gonna quit, I'm failing. And you tried one more time. Because you tried one more time, it worked, and now you see something, and now you're getting consistent payouts every single week for 10 grand. Now you're making 40K a month. And you're like, dude, where'd the time go? Where did it go? Like, where in my life, how did I get here? And I'm here to tell you that is real. Like, that happens to normal people. That happens to people who are dedicated. That happens to people who try. It is not hard to wake up every morning and tell yourself, I don't care if I win, I don't care if I lose, because guess what? Tomorrow is 0. Tomorrow, my UPNL is going to be 0. So guess what? Tomorrow, if I win today, has nothing to do with what happens tomorrow. And what happens tomorrow has nothing to do with what happens Thursday or Friday. Because if you just wake yourself up every morning understanding that today is a new day and that I have nothing to lose on the day. I have nothing to lose. Even if I lose, I go back to being a normal person. People hate on me. Even if I lose, I go back to being what those people who are hating on me are already. So my worst case scenario is already somebody else's reality. If you just understand that and just try one more time, I promise you, you will be profitable. You will get a payout. You will win. You will. It's impossible not to. And that's what people don't understand, is that it's just a timing thing. It's just a timing thing. It's who wants it more? Who wants it more? And if you're saying, I want it more, how bad do you actually want it? Because if you gave up after blowing one eval, or if you blew one eval, you're like, dude, I stuck to it. Dude, you got a few more. And maybe you're a quick learner, or you're a good risk trader, you're a risk-free trader. And you're like, hey, I don't risk a lot. I'm just here to learn, okay? It's gonna take you longer. You might not blow as many accounts, but it's definitely gonna take you longer. But it's like, my gosh, dude, I wish I could tell you guys, I wish I filmed like my whole journey. I genuinely wish I filmed my whole journey. And this is one heck of a first video. It's like trading. You can go to any trader that of all trades, PB Trading, TJR. You can watch their boot camp. You can learn a strategy, and you can understand, like, physically with your brain. You can look at the screen and understand exactly like what SMT is, what liquidity is, what liquidity sweep is, what fair value gaps are. Like, you can look and you can understand what it is that's happening. That's 5% of trading. The other 95% is what happens up here when you're losing, when you're negative in a trade, when you're positive and you get greedy and you move your TP, you move your take profit, you move your stop loss up, your stop trailing. Yeah, you're pressing limit orders, you're placing, like FOMO trading, all of the things that keep people unprofitable. That's 95% of trading. If you really want to win, like, you got to fall in love with the grind.